Do you get it on with Emily?
The answer is no. We don't get it on. Our relationship, like I said before many times, is
There's a very subtle bit I don't want you to miss here. I'm sorry to. This doll was made for wanking. There's a very subtle bit at the end, and you just about see it. But you see my cursor there. Her left hand is there, right at the end. He. Hello, the waffler. Hello, Marsh. Hello, Billy. He gently fingers her cold, dead hand at the end of this. This. Hang on, who just said that? I'm with you, ugly truth. Hello, mate. Yeah, without a doubt. Yeah. Probably pisses all over it beforehand as well. Anyway, here we go.
the answer is no. We don't get it on. Our relationship, like I said before many times, is not sexual. We love each other. We care for each other. I did try to kiss her once or twice. I'm not even gonna lie to you. But, you know,
What an incredible ending. Hang on. I did try and kiss her, but what? She said no? I mean, here's the weird thing. Is it sadder that he buys these dolls, tries to kiss them, but doesn't fuck them? Or is it, do you know what I mean? It's almost sadder that he doesn't. I mean, mate, be who you are. If you fancy, a 5'5" lump of plastic, then do your thing. Don't. Why would you bring something that you have sexual feelings for into your house and then let it frustrate you? It's really, really weird. But there's an update. I've got an update. That was an earlier video from our man Stinson. I've got an update for you. Hang on. I've got to do all this malarkey again. 1 second. He's changed her outfit. The question here, I thought Emily is your girlfriend. Are they both your girlfriends, or is Emily just a friend? Hello, Bertie. Hello, Mr. Bontoft. Hello, Snoops. The boy Cray. Here we go. Let's see what he says to that.
Emily is just a friend.
Clearly.
I originally wanted her to be more than a friend, but she turned me down. She said she was too young for me.
Oh, you dirty bastard. So he wanted her to be more than a friend, but she said she was too young for him. So that allows him psychologically to have the occasional little rub and the occasional little fiddle. And yuck. I mean, fuck you. That's disturbing now. Mate, she's not, when you say she's too young, she's probably about 1. Have a look at the label on the back. Open her up. There's probably something on the voice box that tells you when it was made. That is the most disgusting thing. She's too young for me. I'll take it back a bit for context.
I wanted her to be more than a friend, but she turned me down. She said she was too young for me. She's only 22 years old. She lied at first and said she was 35. But I have a real live breathing girlfriend in the house. She's sleeping right now. But I will reveal her if my other TikTok.
Reveal her, by the way. Reveal her.
It's 25,000 followers. I will reveal her there. So I have 2 accounts. but she's just a friend.
Go on, get that booze down. I mean, if you're going to be an alcoholic, make it worthwhile. At least you can drink enough for your plastic bird to come alive. Well, he's going to reveal her. But, you know, he says, I've got a real living, breathing girlfriend. So he knows the difference. This isn't like some absolute schizoid. He knows that they're not real, but at the same time, he doesn't. She lied to me. No, she didn't. No, you're lying to yourself. Yeah, that's our man Stinson. And so, however bad you think your life is, you know, get it into perspective. Not because you could be him, but he could be your father. And, you know, you can't make one of those dolls and sell it for a profit unless you're making them 10, 20,000. There's a market for these things. Remember when I got approached by a Chinese company that wanted me to promote on this channel, for money, a bum fanny. Now, the reason I call it a bum fanny, it was chopped off at the top of the thighs. It was chopped off at the lumbar region of the back. It was just a bum and fanny slab of sort of fleshy plastic. And I would have done it. I'd have done it for the laughs. You know, they said, name your price. I would have said, do us a monkey. Well, I wouldn't have said that because I'd have probably got a bum fanny of a monkey through the post. I'd have said 500 nicker. Well, I wouldn't have said that. I'd have got 500 pairs of $500. But in Cambodia, if that had come through the post, I'd have got in trouble. They do not tolerate filth out here. They don't. It's weird. They absolutely do not. You can't get porn or anything out here. I mean, you can obviously because of the internet, but they would have knocked on my door and said, "What the fuck is this?" And if I'd have said, "Oh no, don't worry, I'm making a few quid out of it," that would have been even worse. That's not. They wouldn't have said, "Oh no, crack on then." But I did see someone else on their channel with this bum fanny, and it was ridiculous. It was a girl, and she was going, very realistic anus. It's absolutely very, very. It's a tight anus that, and you know, I get the feeling that you could finger that for years, and it's just going to stay really tight. Let's have a look at the other side. Oh, that's lovely. That's.
So, and we can have a closer look. As you can see, as I'm doing that, you can already tell how realistic this movement is.
Now, you know what? If you want to fuck a plastic mannequin, crack on. You know, you got problems, they need sorting out, but in the meantime, you ain't hurting anyone but yourself, and you're allowed to do that. It's another step to be humping a bum fanny, a slab of bum fanny. Nothing even visually, nothing of a woman, just a rubber hole. Imagine being down the boozer, because people who get into that sort of stuff, they can't go near women. They're scared of women. And the further they move towards the bum fanny slab, the further they, you know, that becomes their object of desire. So, and I'm telling you now, I would suggest most of you have got, if not a friend, but someone you know has probably got a bum fanny slab or one of these dolls. I mean, check out the websites. I've got software because of my job where I can see how much traffic certain websites get. I can get right in there. And I've got software that shows me how many hits and how many sales Amazon products get, right? These things are it's a big market for these things. The chances are many of you know people who've got a bum fanny in their wardrobe somewhere. Imagine the missus. I mean, at least back in our day, the missus would put up with a couple of copies of Razzle or something. But a bum fanny? Imagine the missus comes home after an hard day at work and you're just in the kitchen with the old fairy liquid. No, sorry, darling, I just had to clean Patricia out. And your wife just going, oh, God, working out how to get that life insurance brought forward a bit. But imagine actually doing it. Imagine you're down the boozer, few mates, right? A few jars, having a laugh, because they're not all mental. You know, they're not all like him. I tried to kiss her. They're people whose sexuality has just been corrupted by the society we live in, and they're terrified of women. And the globalist project has, without a doubt, tried to separate men and women. Well, it's tried to pretend there's not even a distinction there. So down the boozer. Couple of nice birds walk in after a few jars. They come and sit with you and your mates. One of them starts giving your mate the eye, and you're like, "Go on, Colin." Sorry if anyone's called Colin here. Go on, Colin. Look, she's all over you. And Colin's thinking, not interested. I've got Patricia Bum Fanny at home. And when he thinks that, he gets all excited. He's thinking, "Oh yeah, forgot about Bum Fanny." And Linda, this absolute beaut in the boozer, who's like all laughing, and she's laying hands on him, and he's like, hey, steady with your blood and your flesh and your organs. You're human, all too human. And anyway, it gets to like last orders, and they go, should we get one more? And he's like, no, I've really got to go. Because he wants to do his bum fanny before his missus comes home from work. And actually imagine getting home, bit of aftershave, opens the cupboard, dirty little cardboard box, stinks of his filthy pissy hands, gets it out. Imagine getting it out and going, I'm sorry you had to see that, but hello, bit of lube. Get that up there. And then literally he's up for it, because that's his object of desire. And that is how it works. Don't think people have to, this ain't working, it's better than a wank, I suppose. No, if they like it. They like these things as much as you like women or men. That's how much they like it. It really. And then, that's it. And when he looks down, he sees made in China, like an embossed pink lettering on top of it. The little moulding seam down the middle of the top, where her pelvis should be. And he's just going, oh, yeah. And then what? Then just looking at it and crying. Just thinking about when you were young and your first love, and when it was all good, and where did it all go? And then you're down in the kitchen and you're sort of getting your fingers up, just get that out, just shake all that jizz out. Oh, I know, I'll get the fucking shower head in there. Fuck it, I need an enema for it. I need to buy an enema kit for Patricia. Yeah, it's just this all happens. You gotta clean it. You can't just let your scuzz fester in there. Imagine you don't clean it. Your missus comes home. Oh fuck! Quick, shove it back in the cupboard, cover it in some shoes and that, and you forget. Couple of nights later, you get back in there and you get thrush or something, and you go down to the STD clinic. Have you had intercourse lately? Well, and the nurse says, it's very important you tell us, because we can't treat you unless we know what you're. And you say, well, I have. And it turns out you're allergic to latex. You're allergic to your girlfriend's bum fanny. And remember, people, people who do it. Without a doubt, you know it. It's a terrible thing. Chrissy! Thank you very much, Chrissy. Matt, did I actually thank you for that 10-bit? Oh, there's another one in there. Very, very generous of you all tonight. Keeps me firing on all cylinders. Now, I just saw someone in the chat say, something like how many women have dildos or how many women have vibrators. Right, now, that's a false equivalence, because that's, men have got their right hand. And if any of the blokes in that chat, if any scrub is going to tell me they haven't done that ever, you either haven't got a right hand or you haven't got a penis. I'm not buying that for a second. So a dildo is much the same as a right hand. A dildo is just to stimulate. It's not. I guess it's a spectrum of sorts, but that would be like buying a right hand, a rubber right hand. Sounds like a Nick Cave song. A rubber right hand with nail varnish on it, so you can get a weird hand job, but it's your hand that operates it. So what a perfect symbol of our culture. Your hand holding a wrist and hand of with a ring, a couple of rings on it, maybe a saucy tattoo, some nice red fingernails. And when you've had too much of the old pervert powder, you start hitting yourself with it. Boom, you dirty bastard. What? Hang on. No. Come on, Patricia. I'm a good man. Boom. You're scum. Boom. You're scum. Turn up at work covered in black eyes. And your mates go, you all right? And literally to keep the fantasy going, you're going, yeah, had some rough sex last night. Now she kept hitting me. She loved it, but she kept hitting me. I just had to take it. It's your arm. You got arm here and bum fanny here. Don't think these things don't go on. They are going on in dirty suburbia near you as we speak. Someone in the world right now is having the time of their life banging a latex bum fanny.
SUBSTACK.